Hello and welcome to Cake It with Lyza. Today I'll be taking you through my 5-part series on how to make a drip cake. Today's part is part 2 and I'll be showing you how to level and cut a cake. I hope you enjoy watching. If you do, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. So now that we know all the equipments that we need to make the drip cake, let us move on to the next part and I'll show you how we level a cake. So this is my cake. This is a 6-inch cake. You can decide to use any cake you want. This is a 6-inch cake and I have one that I made earlier. So I advise once you make your cakes, and if you don't use them straight away, I advise that you wrap them up just to keep the moisture, wrap them up and put them in the freezer, and that way they still stay fresher for longer. So this one is one I just recently made. So this is the one I'll be showing you how we're going to level and cut. So just turn in the pan upside down, and as you can see, our cake is upside down. So normally because of the moisture you can see it's sticking, but yeah, it looks like a very pretty good yummy cake to me. So how do we start? So first of all, I'm going to determine where I want to cut my cake. So I'm going to determine and say, okay, if I want to cut this top edge off, it's actually on the right level. So, but first of all, let me just confirm. So I will start with here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that bit is on 16 there. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and we move it back up to 16. So now that it's the same, we're going to make sure we have straight and flat surfaces. Why is it important for us to have flat surfaces? It's very important for us to have flat surfaces simply because when we're stacking our cakes, we want to make sure that our cakes are standing straight and upright. We don't want any leaning towers of pizzas here because it will be disastrous. So we'll just make sure our cake is straight, and I will show you another technique we can use to achieve that. So now at the moment, so as you can see, it's firm on the table and I've gotten it to where I want to cut it, and just make sure, slide it through, slide it through. Can you see the movement? Technique I use, because remember earlier I mentioned the serrated knife. I will show you another technique. So, but first of all, let's just see how this works. Ooh, can you see that was so easy? It went through. And there we have it, a perfectly leveled cake top. So now that we have this perfectly leveled, can you see it straight? Let's just lift up. Now that it's perfectly leveled, you want to go further and divide it again. So what do we do? So we decided that this is 16 on the side. So if we want to get half of the size, we would take it down to 8. So let's see, it's just simple math. See, the math skills are working after all, because I always thought, what am I going to use my math for? But the math skills are working. So yes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. I'm just going to show you here. Oops. Let's start from here then. 1, 2, a bit too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Just make sure it's level. Does that look like halfway? Maybe we just need to go down 1. It's gliding through, but you can see the movements that are being made. There we have it, perfectly leveled pieces of cake. So what I'll do next, I will move on and show you how we use the serrated knife. It won't be too long. I'll just show you how, a quick run through how that will be done. So I mentioned earlier on that I had a cake that I had already put in the freezer and wrapped up. So I just wanted to use a serrated knife to show you how it works if you didn't have a cake leveler, to show you that you can also achieve this with a serrated knife. So it might not be as perfect as a cake leveler, but let's see, I'll do my best to ensure it is. And that's why I like using the cake leveler. So it's always good to ensure the cake is cold, firm, so that way it doesn't take off too much cake and you know everything's solid and cutting through how it should be. So let us just make the mark of where we want to cut the cake. So I've decided that I want to cut my cake here. I'm just going to take it round, just going to try and be as accurate as possible, just ensuring. So once I've gone around the cake once, then I will push my knife through, as you can see. Push my knife through, as you can see, ensuring that it's going through. And let's see. Ooh, okay, not too bad. Not too bad. So at this point, we can see that there are just some ridges there. So all we just have to just trim through to ensure that it's straight. And there we have it. And that's the way you use a serrated knife.